Hello everyone. Today we will gain some basic knowledge about the Constitution of India through some basic multiple choice questions. So without wasting any time, let's start with it. First question is, an American citizen living in India cannot claim which of the fundamental right? Options are A. Right to practice any profession, B. Equality before the law, C. Right to life and personal liberty, or D. Right to religion. The correct answer to this question is option A, that is, right to practice any profession cannot be claimed by an American citizen, as it is not his fundamental right. The next question is, the Constitution of India recognizes which of the following? Options are A, only religious minority, B, only linguistic minority, C, religious and linguistic minority, or D, religious, linguistic, and caste minority. The correct answer to this question is option C, that is religious and linguistic minority. The next question is, which of the following rights was described by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar as a heart and soul of Constitution? The options are A, freedom of religion, B, right to property, C, right to equality, and D, right to constitutional remedies. The correct answer to this question is option D, that is the right to constitutional remedies is treated as the heart and soul of the Constitution. The next question is, consider the following statements related to Article 20 and choose the correct one. The statements are, first statement, it prohibits the state from enacting an ex post facto law. The second statement is, civil court cannot compel a person to be a witness in any court proceedings. The options are, only first statement is correct, B, second statement is correct, C, first and second statement is correct, or D, neither one nor the second statement is correct. The correct answer to this question is option D, that is neither one or nor the second statement is correct regarding Article 20. The next question is, consider the following statement with respect to the writs issued by the High Courts and Supreme Courts in India and choose the correct statement. The statements are, first, habeas corpus can be issued against public officials only. Second, mandamus writ cannot be issued against a non-governmental person or a private institution. Third, prohibition writ can only be issued against judicial and quasi-judicial officers. And fourth, certiorari writ is available against legislative bodies and non-governmental person. The options are A, first and second statement are correct, B, first and fourth statement are correct, C, second and third statement are correct, and D, third or fourth statement are correct. The correct answer to this question is option C, that is only the second and the third statement regarding writs are correct. The next question is, with reference to the Cabinet Committee, consider the following statement and choose the correct ones. First statement, Cabinet Committees have provision in the Indian Constitution. Second, members of the Cabinet Committee may also be someone other than the Cabinet Minister. And third, all Cabinet Committees are headed by Prime Minister. The options are A, only first and second statement are correct, B, only second statement is correct, C, only first and third statement are correct, or D, all the statements are correct. The correct answer to this question is option B, that is only second statement. That is, ministers of the cabinet committees may also be someone other than the cabinet ministers are correct. The next question is, consider the following statement and choose the correct ones. First statement, in the parliamentary system, the executive head is appointed from the legislative branch. The second statement, in case of differing opinions of legislature and executive, it is easy for a legislature under the presidential system. Options are, only first statement are correct, B, only second statement is correct, C, first and second statement is correct, or D, neither one nor the second statement is correct. The correct answer to this question is option E, that is only the first statement is correct. That is, in parliamentary system, the executive head is appointed from the legislative branch. The next question is, on which bill can there be a deadlock between Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha? Options are statement are first, normal bill, second, money bill, third, finance bill. The options are A, first, second, B, second and third, C, first and third, and D, first, second, and third. The correct answer to this question is option C, that is first and third. That is normal bill and non-finance bill. There can be a deadlock between Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. The next question is, which of the following is a provision for a joint sitting of the two houses? Statement 1. Under Article 117, a joint meeting can be called to resolve the deadlock on a financial bill. Second statement. During the joint sitting, the presiding officer is the Speaker of Lok Sabha. The third statement. In a joint meeting is held through an agreement between the Speaker of Lok Sabha and Chairman of the Rajya Sabha. The options are only first statement is correct, B, first and second statement are correct, C, second and third statement are correct, and D, first, second, and third statement are correct. The correct answer to this question is option B, that is first and second statement are correct. The next question is, which of the following objectives is not embodied in a preamble of India? Options are A, freedom of thought, B, economic freedom, C, freedom of expression, and D, freedom of belief. The correct answer to this question is economic freedom is not embodied in a preamble of India. Next question is, the outstanding quality of democracy is that of dash active. The options are the intelligence and the character of the ordinary man and woman. B, methods that strengthen executive leadership. C, a better person with mobility and foresight. D, a group of dedicated party workers. The correct answer to this question is option A, that is the intelligence and the character of the ordinary man and woman is the outstanding quality of democracy. The next question is, the view of framers of the Constitution of India is reflected in which of the following? Options are A, preamble, B, fundamental rights, C, DPSP, or D, fundamental duties. The correct answer to this question is option A, that is preamble. The next question is, consider the following statement regarding states and union territories and choose which of the following statements are incorrect. Statements are first, union of state is a widespread expression from the territory of India. Second, states share their power with the center. And third, the union territories and the acquired territories are directly controlled by the central government. The options are only first statement is incorrect, B, third statement is incorrect, C, second and third statement are incorrect, and D, none of the above. The correct answer to this question is option E, that is only first statement regarding states and the union territories are incorrect. Next question is, who has the right to add new territory in India? Options are A, Supreme Court, B, people of new area, C, central executives, and D, Parliament. The correct answer to this question is option D, that is the Parliament has the right to add new territories in India. The next question is, choose the following statement and choose the correct answer. Statement 1. Through 86 Constitutional Amendment 2002, Article 21A was added to the Constitution. Second statement, according to Article 21A, children aged 6 to 14 are entitled to free and compulsory education, and this is a fundamental right. The third statement, Article 21A is applicable only for minorities. The options are A, first and second statement, B, the second statement, C, second and third statement, D, first, second, and third statement. The correct answer to this question is option A, that is, the first and the second statement are correct. The next question is, consider the following statement regarding freedom of speech and expression and choose the correct one. Statement 1. Freedom of expression includes the right to incite violence among the people. Statement 2. Freedom of expression is not a complete right and has certain limitations. Third, if an idea published in a newspaper ignores the dignity of a court, the court is entitled to hold the newspaper responsible. The options are A. The first and second statement are correct. B. Only second statement is correct. C. The second and third statement are correct. And D. First, second, and third statement are correct. The correct answer to this question is option C. That is, the second and the third statement regarding the freedom of speech and expression are correct. The next question is, which of the following statement is wrong with respect to development of fundamental rights? First statement, before 44th constitutional amendment, the right to property used to be a fundamental right. Second, the Supreme Court has expanded the scope of Article 21. Third, in place of due process of law, the procedure established by law makes the judiciary powerful. The options are A. The first statement is correct. B. The third statement is correct. C. First and second statement are correct. And D. First and third statement are correct. The correct answer to this question is option B. That is, the third statement is correct. The last question is, which of the following statements are correct? Statements are, first, in India, constitutional remedies under Article 32 are available only in the case of fundamental rights, not in case of rights granted under some of the other provisions of the Constitution. Second, both the Supreme Court and the High Courts can issue writ of a purpose of implementing the fundamental rights. The options are A. The first statement is correct. B. The second statement is correct. C. First and second statement is correct. And D. Neither one nor the second statement are correct. The correct answer to this question is option C. That is, the first and the second statement. That is, both the statements are correct.